For centuries, knowledge has been hidden in plain sight across the sands of time. Whispers of lost civilizations, cryptic symbols, and forbidden histories have been erased or concealed. What if the truth was never lost, but hidden? Welcome to Eye of Ancient Mysteries, where the past speaks and the future listens. Sit back, open your mind, and prepare to uncover the untold secrets of our world. Let the journey begin now. Is it beginning? The U.S. Department of Defense, known as the Pentagon, has admitted that it is puzzled by about 8,000 mysterious UFO spheres hovering above American military bases in various territories and corners of our planet. In recent years, an invasion of small metallic spheres has been observed over the U.S., leaving the authorities wondering how to identify these mysterious UFOs. Is it starting? 8,000 UFOs circling above military bases! The Pentagon baffled. The U.S. Department of Defense, known as the Pentagon, admitted that it is puzzled by about 8,000 mysterious UFO spheres hovering above American military bases. In recent years, an invasion of small metallic spheres has been observed over the U.S., leaving the authorities wondering how to identify these mysterious UFOs. A new report from the crowdsourcing platform Enigma, which allows people to report sightings of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, reveals more than 8,000 sightings in the U.S. between December 2022 and June 2025. Among them, 422 reports specifically describe metallic spheres, most of which were observed between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. near military installations in New York, California, and Arizona. The same situation is reported in Russia and Eastern Europe. Eyewitnesses, including civilians, pilots, and military personnel, reported seeing the spheres hovering silently before moving at incredible speeds without leaving any trace of departure. Some of the sightings were captured on video or radar, although many remain unexplained. I was on my way to work when I looked up and saw two metallic, liquid-like objects floating in the air for about 2 minutes, said one witness over Fort Hamilton in Brooklyn in June 2024. Another in California described seeing a metallic sphere over Los Angeles shortly after a squadron of planes had flown by. In Eastern Europe, a NATO military base was supposed to have been built long ago near the Bulgarian village of Kabyl, close to Yambol. According to an eyewitness, a serviceman from the Bulgarian army, the delay was caused by several mysterious events and incidents. The first inspection by American servicemen took place in 2022. They arrived with equipment and measuring instruments. During the day, everything was normal, but on the third day, on a clear August night, the first event occurred. Several round objects appeared over the area and emitted blue beams, as if searching for something. After about 10 minutes, the lights went out. There was a flicker, and they suddenly vanished just as they had appeared. That same year, in November, another group of Americans arrived with 3 large vans and 2 Hummers. They set up equipment and antennas pointing toward the sky where the flying objects had been seen. After 5 nights of waiting, during the day, 3 silver-colored spheres descended about a kilometer from the vans. A buzzing sound like a beehive could be heard. There were disturbances in the telecommunications system and the power supply. At that point, the support staff were loaded into trucks and evacuated from the area. Their phones were confiscated. The next day, there were talks with psychologists, and they were forced to sign non-disclosure agreements. They were told the Americans were testing a new weapon. Ha ha! The Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO, has been tasked with investigating UFO claims and has dismissed many of them as natural phenomena, such as flocks of birds, conventional aircraft, drones, balloons, or other explainable objects. Some cases, however, remain unresolved, according to reports, due to lack of data. Out of 757 UFO cases between May 2023 and June 2024 published in AARO's annual report, 21 cases were classified as unexplained sightings. Aliens are coming at the end of October, but will study us from afar. Aliens are coming at the end of October, and for now, will study us from a distance, claims contemporary leading astronomer A.V. Loeb. He, together with his colleagues Adam Hibbard and Adam Crowell, published a rather disturbing article on Harvard University's website explaining how extraterrestrial intelligence is heading in our direction. The comet, the object, was discovered on July 1 of this year, as the Telegraph reported at the time. Within a day, NASA announced that this is only the third interstellar traveler we have identified so far, after the asteroids Oumuamua 1D's Oumuamua in 2017 and the interstellar comet Borisov 2I Borisov in 2019. It was given the designation 3 Eyes ATLS after the ATLS Observatory in Hawaii that spotted it. The 3 denotes the third interstellar object, while I stands for interstellar. Initially thought to be a comet, telescopes were pointed toward it, expecting to see a tail. Instead, they found a cigar-shaped body about 24 kilometers long, making it the largest such object known. Even the Hubble telescope was aimed at it and captured something that puzzled astronomers. The comet had no tail, only what looked more like traces of engine activity or perhaps a bit of dust. It is currently traveling at 210,000 kilometers on its way toward Jupiter. They calculated the trajectory of 3 IATOS, and for now, it will pass closest to Mars, with no direct flyby near Earth. But our planet will be a very convenient spot for distant observation. Some even speculated it might be a craft coming to study the development of the Martian civilization, which is theorized to have risen and perished millennia before ours. Signs so far, spectroscopes have not detected signs that 3I ATLS is a comet, although it looks very much like one. Astronomers then focused on its orbit, which turned out to be unique. Since the object is coming from far away, its orbit should not even be affected by the sun's gravity. Yet it lies in the plane of the zodiac, where the orbits of our system's known planets are. Thus, 3 IATOS will pass by Jupiter, Mars, and Venus. Loeb estimates the probability of such an orbit appearing by chance at 0.2%, and the chance of passing by 3 planets at a fantastically small 0.0 out of 5%. Therefore, 3 IATOS must have been deliberately launched to better study the solar system, concludes the astronomer. Loeb boldly suggests that the creators of the object are aware of Earth's civilization and tried to conceal their mission from us. The galactic traveler comes from the constellation Sagittarius, where there are countless stars and where our instruments cannot detect it in advance. 3I approaches the Sun so that Earth is on the opposite side, meaning that when it is brightest, we will not see it from our planet. This may have been done deliberately to avoid detailed observations by ground-based telescopes during the period of maximum brightness, writes A.V. Loeb. Precisely at the point closest to the Sun, it would be reasonable for the craft to fire its engines to continue its journey, the so-called Oberth maneuver, and we will not witness this moment. Moreover, the creators of the craft likely anticipated that humans might have spacefaring capabilities and try to pursue the object. The combination of a retrograde orbit, moving opposite to Earth's orbital direction, and interstellar velocity completely rules out such an option. Our best rockets can reach only about 1/3 of the speed required for such a mission, says the astronomer. The fact that 3I is enormous, estimated at about 24 km, also seems strange to Loeb. The sizes of natural celestial bodies follow well-known statistical laws. The existence of such a cosmic giant implies there should be millions of much smaller objects around it, yet this is not the case. Loeb concedes that interstellar visitors are rare, and we are only beginning to learn what they might be. Hypothesis in the end. A.V. Loeb admits these are only hypotheses and calculations, and the object might be nothing more than a perfectly natural rocky body wandering alone among the stars. Earlier, scientists in Hawaii suggested that 3I could be 3 billion years older than our solar system. But since Mr. Loeb has written these things, few will believe he thinks 3I is merely a lost rock drifting through the Milky Way. Particularly interesting is the calculation that 3I comes from the same star system from which, in 1977, the so-called WOW signal was detected, to this day the only radio signal astronomers consider possibly of intelligent origin. On August 15, 1977, as part of the CDI search for extraterrestrial intelligence, the Big Ear radio telescope at Ohio State University recorded the signal. Upon seeing the printout, the group's leader, Jerry Emin, enthusiastically wrote, "Wow," in the margin, giving the signal its name. 45 years later, in 2022, scientists claim to have identified the star from which the WOW signal originated, catalogued as 2MAS 99289A22640123. It is located 1,800 light-years away and has size and characteristics similar to our Sun. Only its surface temperature is perhaps slightly higher, by about 5 degrees Celsius, explained astronomer Roberto Caballero of the European Space Agency. He believes there is potential for planets around 2MAS 99289.A226400123, which Earth's telescopes will search for. This is the closest signal to the idea of being emitted by intelligent beings. And it is amazing that 45 years after we registered it, we can now say with great precision where it came from, the astronomer exclaimed. Just 3 years later, 48, after the signal's discovery, An object from that very star system is arriving to us if the astronomers' calculations are correct.